I played ranked solo for 10 days so I could teach you 5 actually useful tips for ranked Apex in Season 23. With a similar but slightly more forgiving rank system, there are different strategies for different ranks, whether you're in Bronze all the way up to Apex Predator. Of course, the mountain of changes to the meta, including shotguns reigning supreme, shield characters galore, and support legends getting buffed through the roof. There are plenty of changes to talk about and things you need to know in order to rank up no matter where you are on your rank journey. Here's how we can rank up quickly in Season 23. The first and most important thing you need to know for ranking up in Season 23 is actually not a gameplay tip, it's knowing how to gain RP and how to play the math game based off your rank. If you are in Rookie, Bronze, or Silver, quite frankly, just playing the game is going to be enough for you. Your RP buy-in is so low that it really doesn't matter if you die with 3 kills early or if you place top 5 with no kills. You're going to gain RP either way. In Gold and Platinum, your buy-in for RP gets a little bit higher, so you need to decide if you're going to be going for a more kill-oriented playstyle where you're alright with getting 6 kills, 9 kills, 12 kills, but not finishing in that top 5, or the opposite, where you are consistently placing in the top 5 to get that top 5 bonus streak active, and you are playing for placement. Either way, in Gold or Platinum, as long as you accomplish one of these objectives, you will be gaining RP on a very regular basis. However, once you hit Diamond, you have to put it all together. At Diamond, your RP buy-in is minus 75, and at Master and Predator, it's minus 90, meaning just getting kills or just getting high placement is not enough. You have to do both. My suggestion in Diamond and up is try to get at least 2 team fights won before you go and play for that top 5. That way you have some KP and you're able to use that to thin down the rest of that end game. So you're able to find a good spot, but you've already got your KP that you need to go ahead and get a positive game. Tip number 2, I would argue this is the most important one I'll give you in this video. Make sure that when you are landing as the Jump Master, you land by yourself. I promise the most consistent way to lose RP in Apex is to take a 50-50 contest over one set of bins, over one building. It is simply not worth it. On all of the maps in rotation right now, you are nearly always able to get a large cluster of buildings or an entire POI to yourself for your whole team, and it is a much more efficient way of gaining RP if you land by yourself, level up your shields to blue, and get all the weapons you need before you take your first fight. So look around as the jump ship is going across the map and try and find a spot that you like, that has good loot, that no one else is landing, and get there. I promise you, it is going to eliminate so many negative games if you just make sure to land solo on a regular basis. Make sure you take your team to your own POI, and I promise you will have much more success. Tip number 3, we need to talk about what legends are appropriate to play in ranked right now. If you'd like a longer form video on this subject, I did just release my Season 23 tier list for ranked. You can go and check that out. But the short version of this here is you need to have at least 1 support legend on your team, probably 1 movement legend as well, but possibly 2 or even 3 shield legends this season. And yes, I am talking about Newcastle, Lifeline, and Gibraltar. Right now, nearly every pro team or any pred level team worth their salt is running at least one of these shield legends because they make bubble fighting and resetting when your team gets knocked a breeze. If your team is running 2 of Lifeline, Newcastle, or Gibby, if any one of you gets knocked at any time, you will nearly always be able to reset and be full HP before your opposing team can even close the distance and begin the fight. Assuming you are not playing one of these support legends, honestly, some of the other legends I would really suggest running are people like Pathfinder, so you're able to get those energized zip lines and rotate safely and effectively while scanning people beacons and knowing where everyone on the map is at. If playing the ring is more your style, I would definitely suggest Caustic or Wattson depending on the map. Caustic is not very good on Broken Moon, but he's fantastic on World's Edge, so just take your controller pick based off the map. Then, of course, there are some all-around nice legends like Bangalore, Maggie, Wraith, Ash, Catalyst. Some legends like that have lots of well-rounded utility you can use either on offense or defense that will be a welcome addition to any team. Tip number 4, it's all about what weapons should you be running in Apex Legends, and I am here to tell you right now, there is really only one style of legend you are going to secure kills with in Season 23, and that is shotguns. I have been an SMG enjoyer for a while, and I've always wanted another shotgun meta, and it seems like we are clearly in one now. So as much as I love picking up a Volt, with all these shields, Gibby bubbles, Lifeline halos, and Newcastle walls in the game, you're probably not going to get too much value out of SMGs. So your close range weapons of choice absolutely need to be the Mastiff, the Peacekeeper, the EVA 8, and the Mozambiques. Now, I believe that the Mastiff and the EVA 8 are by far the two best, because the EVA 8 is the best rapid-fire shotgun, and the Mastiff is by far the best overall shotgun in the game. But these are the weapons you need to be running in order to secure kills in those close ranges. So if most of your kills are going to be coming exclusively from your secondary slot with your shotgun, what should you be running in your primary slot? This really depends on your playstyle and what value you are trying to get out of that primary weapon. Because, as we've noted, with so many shields in the game, you're probably not going to secure very many full kills with these weapons. You're going to be needing your shotgun and getting up close for that. So that means there's a lot of variety in what you can use for a primary weapon. If you're looking for a good single-fire marksman-style weapon, you can't go wrong with the G7 or the Triple Take. They're by far the two best marksman weapons, but keep in mind that the longbow did get a buff to now do 60 damage per shot, which I would argue makes it one of the best marksman-style weapons in the game, even though it is technically a sniper rifle. The three best full auto weapons in the game right now are the Flatline, the Spitfire, and the L-Star. The Flatline hasn't changed too much, and we know that the Spitfire and the L-Star both got significant buffs this season, both receiving 1 damage buff per shot. This actually does make a large difference, combined with the fact they have gun shields, and they are formidable full auto weapons. The Havoc is obviously now in the care package, so that's not an option. And the R301, while I really enjoy it, just doesn't deal as much damage as its counterpart in the Spitfire. So that's why I don't exactly recommend the R3. However, we may still be in a burst rifle meta right now, because I do believe two of the strongest weapons in this game from mid to long range is the Nemesis and the Hemlock. You can take your pick on what's your favorite. I think the Nemesis may have a higher ceiling, but the Hemlock has a little bit better of a floor. You really can't go wrong with either of these two, which means that you should be running probably either a Nemesis or Hemlock, a Spitfire, L-Star, or Flatline, a G7 Triple Take, or Longbow. Any of those three categories, combine them with your shotgun of choice, and that is the best opportunity for your weapons to deal the maximum amount of damage and get the most kills in each of your ranked games. My fifth and final tip, I'm almost hesitant to include it because it's very counterintuitive to how Apex has always been played. However, this season there have been dramatic differences with how many mobile respawn beacons are in the game. So my fifth tip is to make sure you chase down the rat on that last squad that you're trying to eliminate. Do not let any member survive. Now that every legend can craft banners, and most legends will always have a mobile respawn beacon in their pocket with how many spawn on the map, it is imperative that you do not let teams get reset once you get the upper hand. Don't recklessly chase. Don't go chase down one Gibby for 3-4 POIs and run into another team that eventually kills you. Obviously, you don't want to do that. That would be a mistake. But because there are so many opportunities for people to reset and get healthy, that just means there aren't really any rats anymore. Most of the time, you're not going to be running around thinking, okay, there's one rat that can't respawn their teammates. No, he probably can. And mobile respawn beacons are more plentiful and respawn their teammates faster than ever before, given the fact they don't have to drop from the sky. They just appear right next to you. So mobile respawn meta is absolutely in full effect. You need to make sure that you are fully eliminating squads when you get the chance to fight them. If one guy gets away, feel free to chase him down. Run him down to maybe not quite the ends of the earth, but pretty close to it. And I promise you will find a lot more success in your games that way. And that's it. Those are 5 actually useful tips that you could use to rank up quickly in Apex Legends Season 23. Of course, let me know if you have any thoughts of your own or anything that I may have missed. Let me know down in the comments. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video.